Joker trailer, the Walking Phoenix version of the Joker, when they brought out the Joker trailer with they were showing like a psychotic and how he was getting bullied and all this stuff. Like when I was watching this trailer, I said, "Know what this Joker movie reminded me of? The the last joke or the dying joke, the killing joke. Yeah, it reminded me of the Killing Joke, but because just the whole look of it and the whole feel, and then his the whole story with him and his wife and stuff. I said, you know what, this kind of reminded me of the Killing Joke. So what about
that his wife? Was that his wife?
No, that was his mom.
I thought that was his mother.
Yeah, that is his mom.
That was his, in the movie, that's his mother.
Yeah, about
and
to
the
say
Killing Joke, and Killing Joke, his wife left him.
His wife and his children.
Right, yeah, that's the Killing Joke. But see, yeah, when I was watching the trailer, I must have just misread what I was seeing. So what did y'all think about the trailer? Did it spark y'all interest of this? So like it's gonna actually be a good movie, bad movie, or it's not something that
honestly it kind of sparked my curiosity when just like from the start, because I just really want to know how they do this movie. I think it's like really mainly like when I see this movie, it's mostly going to be because out of my curiosity.
I'm gonna say this: DC had a flair to make movie, to bring movie more down human, make it more humanizing, to make movie seem more realistic. You know what I'm saying? To make the movie seem more realistic, because every movie that they had been doing from the Dark Knight series all the way on up, it had a more serious tone to it. This movie looked like it had a more serious tone than anything. That's the thing that got me curious. Now, other than if this movie wasn't called The Joker, you wouldn't even think that this is a comic book movie. And I noticed that's the way that they've been going for a while. They've been going that way for a while with their movies. That's the thing that make me interesting. Because what was that? Heath Ledger with the Dark Knight Return.
He was such a great Batman.
That movie right there. I mean, Joker. That movie right there. If you take away the costumes and all this other stuff in the name of Batman, and Batman ain't had on no costume, you would think that it's just a regular dude who's a cop or a detective chasing down some type of homicidal crazy maniac. And when you're looking at this right now, they making this movie like it looked real
to the next level, huh?
But see, DC started this. They started was making these movies look more realistic. Look at Man of Steel. They done tone it down. They're trying to make these movies seem more believable. Something that people can say, you know what, that's crazy. But let's be honest.
Yeah, they're making it worldistic.
Yeah, it's so realistic, and I think a lot of people is not catching that what they're trying to do with the movie. And I think that right there maybe some of the hiccups and stuff that they had with the movie. We ain't gonna count Green Lantern. I don't know what that is. That's another entity. But I'm
don't mock Green Lantern. I told you I'm one of the few people that like Green Lantern. Okay,
man. I'm deaf. I can't hear.
Stop. That Green Lantern thing is crazy. I mean, I'm just saying, but
I said I was one of the few. Okay,
this movie, I'm very interested to see how realistic and how far they go. Because me and Savage was talking about earlier, like who the hell is Arthur? For the longest, they've been saying his name is Jack. So who's Arthur? Like I don't know where they going with the Arthur name. Like what is his name? His name Arthur or? What you trying to say? His Jack was his middle name? Like, what we going here with this? Because the name threw me off as well. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Huh? Because I did.
As soon as I heard that, I'm like, who the fuck is Arthur?
I did some research into whatever. They have been calling him Jack for a while. Not in the beginning, in the very, very beginning, but for a while now, within the last 20-something years, they've been calling this man Jack.
It always been a name again with a J at least.
Arthur? Is his name Jack Arthur? Arthur his last name? Like what are we doing here? I
maybe a middle name.
We never knew he's nothing other than Jack. Nothing.
Yup. They can't. They
never. Maybe it's a little on twist to it.
Even when they said, even when they was like, well, we said Jack. Even in the 80s, they said it was called Jack. And they
guys.
So I don't know what's going on.
I just thought about something. You guys mentioned it like a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week, right? That the person that was in Miss Marvel eventually turns into Super Skrull, right?
Hold on, what now?
The person that was in Miss Marvel, because she was trying to save the Skrulls, right? And you said, if I remember correctly, one of the characters that was in Miss Marvel is the character that's supposed to eventually turn into Super Skrull.
Oh, okay. You think that one of those Skrulls that was out there? I don't know if he was saying that. Oh no, he was saying Captain America gonna be Super Skrull, and people didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna change it up in the in the thing like that.
So because the theory is you guys are saying that Captain America dies or something like that, possibly. What if he dies and the end of the movie he ends up being Super Skrull and pretty much helps save the day?
Basically, that's what that was my whole theory.
Right. I think you said that right. That would be deep, bro. That would be so deep. And then Bucky becomes the new Captain America, like you guys were saying also.
Yeah, I think they just need to let the whole title Captain America go for a while.
Nope.
No, Captain America is the legend. They make too much money on Captain America.
Captain America and Spider-Man will never go anywhere.
Yep.
Because remember, Captain America was the first. He was before Iron Man, right?
What do you mean?
That movie was before Iron Man, right?
Iron Man movie came out.
Iron Man movie came out.
Okay, Iron
Man movie came out in 2008. Same year as the last Dark Knight movie.
Right.
Yeah, and on Captain America, it was just in a timeline. It was set before Iron Man, but the movie actually came out after Iron Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
because Captain America was the first one. Period. In
Captain
history.
America it was supposed to be one of the first Avengers, but it was other people. But it was other people that they had before him. But the movie,
really,
they just
not supposed to be Captain Marvel. Supposed to be the first Avenger.
Yeah, they changed it from Wolverine. Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done.
That's the reason. That's the reason why they get the name Avengers from her. That's the name of her.
Right. You saw it at the end of the thing, the Avenger Initiative, right? Wow. Because that was the name of her squad, right? If I remember, that was the name of her squad in the Air Force, Avengers, right?
Right. It was something like that.
I thought that was her call sign.
Yeah, that was a call sign.
A call sign. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. But that Joker movie, I got to see that, man. That looked real deep.
I'm not ready for the Joker movie. I'm more pumped up on Godzilla. That's just me. Old guy. Grew up with Godzilla.
He grew up with the Joker too. The Joker been around.
I grew up with Godzilla too. I grew up with that.
Oh, I know. I know. It was love.
Savage was one of the first people that say was out there trying to explain to everybody there was 3 Jokers. Now that people starting to finally catch up to what Savage was saying about they have 3 Jokers in the universe at the same time. Which Joker do y'all see this one as?
That's the Trickster.
Oh, so you think it's gonna be the Trickster Joker?
Yep.
I like the Joker on Gotham. I'm sorry. That's a evil. That dude's evil.
Which one? Because the first one.
I know the first one was getting close to being the Joker, but then his brother ended up killing him. Remember, and then he ended up setting the trap up so he could be killed. Then he gassed him, right? And then next thing you know, he became the full Joker, and he plays him like pretty much the way you want a Joker to be. He really is that good playing that role.
He does play a good Joker.
I mean, best Jokers ever seen. His face cut off and stitched back on. Say, Savage, which Joker that was?
That was
that would have been the one Heath Ledger played, the crazy one.
Okay, so that's the crazy one. So that's the one that the dude in Gotham played the first Joker, and then what's the business Joker? The one that Jack Nicholson played. That's the second Joker that's being played on Gotham. So they have 2 Jokers on Gotham right now. That's the business one and the crazy one. But the crazy one is the one that's dead.
Well, I wouldn't say business. It was more like a gangster one.
Yeah.
Well, he's crazy. He's crazy, but he was super intelligent.
Right.
That's the thing.
He was a. Yeah, one that he only think on impulse. Like
that was the first one.
Is the one that's only gonna think on impulse. No, that was what his name was, Jerome.
Yeah, Jerome.
See, I don't watch Gotham.
And the first brother was named Jeremy. The second brother that ended up getting the vape after he found a way to kill his brother, because he was actually manipulating the whole thing, and nobody knew until the end at the Joker's graveyard. He was manipulating the whole thing.
I've been trying to explain the 3 Jokers before Gotham got even into it.
All right.
Gotham even came out. On our first podcast, that was one of the things he was saying.
But it's actually a good show. I'm surprised a lot of people didn't watch it, man.
I used to watch it. That's the thing. I used to watch it. It just got one of the seasons. You got the one of the season when